Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you, yeah. What's up, y'all? Jakks 79 here. Yesterday, I went to go see Super Mario Brothers movie, and my life has changed forever. There was one thing from this movie that I will always hold in my memory banks. It is Bowser's Peaches song. That was the greatest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm sticking by it. It's so true. Just if you've seen it, you know. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. I had to start the review off with that. What a weird month, man. 4 weeks ago, we went to Super Nintendo World and got to experience a Mario theme park. Yesterday, I got to see the premiere of the Super Mario Brothers movie. Not the one from the 90s. That's the one we don't talk about. I know some people enjoy that. You listen, congratulations. But this is the movie that I have been waiting for my whole life. I have been playing Super Mario Brothers video games since I was 4 years old. 1992, 93ish. Started out with Super Mario Brothers. I played Super Mario Brothers 2, 3, World, 64, Yoshi's Island, Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2, Odyssey. I've played every major Mario game in existence, so I can definitely tell y'all that my video game approval rating system was high in effect from opening scene to closing credits. And I can honestly tell y'all that this is one of, if not the best video game adaptation to a video game to movie that I have ever seen. 100%. I'm sure the question a lot of people are wondering, is it better than the Sonic the Hedgehog movie franchise? It literally depends on, are you a bigger Mario video game fan or are you a bigger Sonic the Hedgehog video game fan? They are both perfect adaptations for their own retrospective video game franchise. This movie was made by fans for the fans. Every little Mario reference that you could possibly think of, from the storyline to the power-ups to the music, every little tidbit second of each particular scene was just made with such a pure love of Nintendo in general. It was just absolutely spectacular. That's my answer to that. Honest to God, guys, I don't think it should be a versus battle of which movie franchise is better than the other. As a 90s kid that grew up loving both Mario and Sonic, I'm on the side as I'm just happy that we finally have respectable movie franchises of these video games that I have loved literally my entire life. Another huge elephant in the room, Chris Pratt's Mario. I think it is advertently and officially time to put all of our minds at ease. I can confirm that Chris Pratt's Mario voice is completely fine. I didn't really have any problems with it at all throughout the entire movie. Is it the perfect rendition of the Mario voice? No, and I don't think it shouldn't be. I think what we got here was what we were supposed to get so that we could get all of those expressed emotions that Mario needed to convey throughout the film, from uneasiness to uncertainty to courageous to confidence. I think Chris Pratt did a wonderful job of portraying all those emotions. Now, as I've mentioned before in previous Mario movie videos, Princess Peach was never not once a damsel in distress in this movie. I love the new direction that they have taken her character. She has been recreated into be a formidable leader of the Toads, that she didn't just become the princess just because she's a princess. You know, I love that they recreated her background as well. Spoiler territory here, guys, as well, FYI. So she actually made her way through the magic warp pipe, the same one as Mario and Luigi did as well, but she was a baby, and then the Toads took her up and raised her, and then she eventually became the leader. I love that. I absolutely love that. It was a time during the movie where she thought that Mario had taken his game over, and she was fully prepared to take it upon herself to take on Bowser, and she was actually doing a good job. Oh my god, like just her platforming ability and her fighting capability from the Super Mario franchise and Super Smash Brothers, to be completely honest, was fully replicated here in such a beautiful representation of her character, and I am so proud of Nintendo for doing that. Truly, I am. Princess Toadstool is no longer a damsel in distress. She is a powerful princess ready to take action, and I love it. However, now we do have to have somebody play the damsel in distress role, and that ends up being Luigi. When Mario and Luigi get transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, they get separated. Luigi ends up in the Dark World with Bowser. Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom. So Luigi gets kidnapped, and Mario takes it upon himself to rescue his brother, which is great, man. I mean, if you played any of the Mario games before, I mean, there's been plenty of missions where Mario has had to go in and rescue Luigi from certain doom. And of course, in the Luigi's Mansions games, the roles are flipped and you get to rescue Mario from certain doom. So I love that they're replicating these classic storylines into the movie. Now, of course, by the end of the movie, Luigi gets his own proper due and showcases that he is a master at platforming and martial arts from his Super Smash Brothers iteration as well. So everybody gets their own proper time to shine in this movie. I think that's what I love about it so much. There's not one character that didn't get its just within the movie. Everybody got a chance to really showcase what they're capable of. Toad, shout out to my man Keegan for bringing Toad to life, man. He was really the glue that kind of brought all of the core characters together. You know, he was the first person to meet Mario in the Mushroom Kingdom. He introduced Mario to Princess Peach, and he kind of introduced Mario and Peach to Bowser as well. So it was really cool. He was definitely the glue that kept all of the main cast together and kept the mission going along. I really loved his character. We've never really seen Toad brought to life like this. It was really cool. Donkey Kong. So the big thing about Donkey Kong that we got to talk about is the Seth Rogen voice. For the most part, Seth Rogen did not change his voice at all whatsoever to portray Donkey Kong. And that's okay, I guess. I even looked at a couple of interviews with him, and he specifically told Nintendo and Imagination that, hey, listen, if you guys want me to do this, you know, I don't do voice work. So it's going to sound like me. It's going to act like me. If that's cool, then we're cool. Then he said that Nintendo and Illumination was good with it. So there you go. But I mean, it works for the most part. It was probably my least favorite voice from the movie because Seth Rogen's voice is so iconic. You just kind of have to be like, well, that's clearly Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. But I mean, it's cool. It's still Donkey Kong, though. Fortunately, Donkey Kong's personality has never been that flushed out before. So, I mean, it still kind of works. He has his rivalry with Mario. They had an amazing fight scene. Holy crap. And that's where we really get our first look at a lot of the different power-ups as well. So that's awesome. Pretty awesome tidbit as well. We do get official appearances from Cranky Kong, who is to be confirmed to be Donkey's father. So that's really awesome. Then we also see Diddy and Dixie in the stands cheering on Donkey as he's fighting Mario as well. So really cool, man. There was really not a nugget left out of this film. And this was a perfect kind of branching tree to see that, hey, we can definitely get a solo Donkey Kong film as well. I mean, I feel like it's kind of inevitable. We got to get that too, man. Gotta have it. Now, a common trope in my videos is that a superhero movie or a video game adaptation movie can only be as good as how good the villain is portrayed. And Jack Black's Bowser, oh my God, easily one of the best that I have ever seen. I don't think I'm ready to say that it's better than Jim Carrey's Dr. Eggman, but God bless it, it is right on an even playing field. He was so good. I didn't think we would get a singing Bowser. I never thought I would ever see that in my lifetime, but here we are. His obsession with Peach and wanting to marry her in the video games has always blew my mind. Like, I just don't understand it. And that is portrayed so well in the front here in the movie. I can't even begin to express writing off an entire song about her. Just the silhouettes of Peach appearing in the background as he's singing the song on the piano. Oh my God, that is movie mastery right there. Let me tell you. And also, let me not forget to mention the fighting capabilities of Bowser either. The fire breath from Bowser portrayed here is some of the best overpowered fire breathing from any dragon that I have ever seen. He was melting entire castles with that fire breath. That was something else, man. And just his fighting capability as well. He was whooping the crap out of Mario, Donkey Kong, and Luigi. Oh, it was so cool, man. Oh, it was so freaking good. Definitely some heavy references from Smash Brothers was represented in the fight choreography as well. So you gotta love that. You know, I'm a core Smash Brothers fan through and through. So that was right up my alley. Now let's talk about the Mario power-ups, man. Oh my God, some of the best parts of the entire movie. We saw appearances from the Super Mushroom, of course, the Fire Flower, the Ice Flower, the Mini Mushroom, the Cat Suit. Oh, so good. And they were already all capable fighters within themselves between Mario, Luigi, and Peach, and Toad and Bowser. But once they get some of these power-ups going on here, Peach's capability with an ice flower is some of the most magnificent, majestic fighting capabilities I've ever seen in an animated movie before. It's so good, dude. I was nothing but all smiles and cheers when she got that ice power. It's so freaking good. And of course, we got a brand new appearance of a fire Donkey Kong. We've never seen that before in any game at all whatsoever. He got a white tip on his hair, got the fire power, and he's got white tips on his fur as well. So it was super cool to see that. I hope they incorporate that into the games within some kind of fashion. Hoping they do. And then, of course, when all hope was lost and we thought the Mario Brothers were done for, they got the Star Power. It became Star Power Mario and Luigi and walled Bowser in a fashion that was just legendary. It was literally like a Super Smash Brothers match. That's the only way that I can describe the fight. And then they finished him off in a Super Mario 64 style by just twirling him around the city and tossing him in the air and then giving him a super jump punch and then ground pounding him back to the ground. Just I was so happy. And also, let me not forget to mention that Mario and Luigi were given a family in this movie as well. We were never given an official, canological vision of what Mario and Luigi's family looked like. We now know that they had a dad and a mom and some cousins. And that's so cool. They all hailed from Brooklyn, New York. You know, Mario and Luigi obviously were plumbers back in Brooklyn, and they got transported to the Magic Kingdom through a magical warp pipe. And that was so cool and heartwarming to see that they just didn't appear. They actually had humble beginnings. We actually got a really cool scene of them being babies and Mario protecting Luigi, and that really touched me in my Nintendo kid soul. Mario Kart. Oh my God. But y'all thought I forgot about this part, huh? Nope. Man, they had a whole little section of Mario Kart as they were picking out like what wheels they wanted, how to make their bodies for their cars or trucks or motorcycles, what kind of engine they wanted. It was literally almost an exact replica of how it is in the actual Mario Kart game. I was smiling ear to ear. It was just the nostalgic of this movie, the Easter eggs, the cameos. It's just so good, man. The drifting into a boost, the Rainbow Road was on there. They turned the freaking atomic blue shell into an actual person, like an actual Koopa. He was like a general in Bowser's army, and he was trying to attack them in a cart at first and failed. And then he just took it upon himself to go bomber and his blue shell capabilities. And it was so good, man. Let's not forget to mention music, man, from our classic reorchestrated themes from Super Mario Brothers to Super Mario World. We also get more classic themes from Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D World. They're all here. Nothing gets left unnoticed. Nothing gets left behind. You also have literally a bajillion Easter egg cameos. Pauline makes an appearance in multiple forms, it looks like. It looks like she was the news anchor. It looks like she was the girl from the commercial. You get the Wrecking Crew reference at the beginning. Foreman Spike, literally his main task is to disrupt the Mario Brothers from progressing in the level that's in the classic game Wrecking Crew. I know you new school kids might have a hard time remembering that one, but all of us old folk, yeah, buddy, we know, we know. We also get cameo appearances from Charles Martinet, the original voice of Mario. He voices a character at the beginning of the movie, and that same character makes an appearance at the end of the movie too. So it's very special to get some inclusion from him, as he's been in our lives for so long, man. So that's super cool as well. If it hasn't become pretty apparent, it should be pretty obvious at this point that I love this movie. And my only job here today was just to express to you guys how passionate I am about these characters, about this movie, and about this video game. I feel like I've done that today. One more little tidbit about the movie. We did get 2 ending cameo extra credit scenes. Yoshi is coming. That's right. So it's pretty inevitable that we're going to get a sequel to this. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be hugely successful. So a sequel is going to be centered upon Yoshi, and I'm so excited to see that. Okay, I think officially I have gotten out every thought that I wanted to get out about this movie, and I was able to do it in about 15, 17 minutes, so that's pretty cool. I'm proud of myself. So what I want to know now is your thoughts, your opinions. Did you see the movie and love it as much as I did? Tell me in the comments. Did you see this movie and absolutely hate it? Worst movie of all time? Tell me in the comments. I disagree with you, but tell me in the comments. If you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you disliked it, do me a favor, hit that dislike button. It's cool, my friends. Like I've stated at the beginning, I have loved this video game franchise since I was a 4-year-old boy. Since 1992, my pop brought home that Nintendo Entertainment System, and my life was changed forever. 4 weeks ago, I was in a Mario theme park. Yesterday, I watched a Hollywood blockbuster Mario movie. I feel like I'm living in a dream world, man. It's absurd, playing these video games for so long and finally seeing them branch out with success into other territories of entertainment. I'm so happy. What a time to be alive, to be a Nintendo fan. I'm so grateful. Truly, I am. All right, my friends, as always, you can follow me at youtube.com/SmartJakks79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, I love you guys. Thank you for taking this journey with me of being able to express my childhood through my adulthood. It brings me so much passion that I can't even find the words in the English dictionary to explain it, truly. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later.
It's me, Super Mario, Super Marcus. Mamma mia, he's number one. See you in my games.
Yeah.